Hey there, food adventurers. Have you ever scrolled through the internet and found something so strange you just to try it? That's me, all the time. My curiosity always gets the best of me. So today, we're diving into the world of weird and wacky food. Buckle up because we're in for a wild ride. First up, we have jellyfish chips. Imagine opening a bag of chips, but instead of potatoes, you see these translucent, almost plastic-looking things. Yeah, that was my face too. They smelled faintly of the ocean, which wasn't very appetizing. The first bite was interesting. They were surprisingly crunchy. Imagine a shrimp cracker, but with a slightly chewier texture. The taste? Salty, a little fishy, and with a slight aftertaste that I can only describe as oceanic. Not my favorite, but not terrible either. Next, we're getting down and dirty with edible dirt. Yes, you heard that right. Edible dirt. It's not something you come across every day, and it certainly piqued my curiosity. Yes, you read that right. Edible dirt is a real thing, and it's not just a gimmick. It's actually meant to be eaten. It came in a little pouch, and honestly, it looked exactly like potting soil. I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw it. The packaging was so convincing, I almost mistook it for the real thing. I was very skeptical about this one. I mean, who wouldn't be? The idea of eating something that looks like dirt is pretty out there. I took a deep breath and popped a spoonful in my mouth. Surprisingly, it wasn't bad. I was expecting it to taste like, well, dirt, but it was actually quite pleasant. It had a very earthy, slightly sweet taste. The flavor was subtle but enjoyable, and it didn't have any of the grittiness you might expect. The texture was like finely ground cookies. It was smooth and crumbly, almost like a dessert. It reminded me of those chocolate pudding cups with the crumbled Oreo topping. You know, the ones that look like dirt but taste delicious. Not something I'd eat every day, but not bad for a novelty snack. It's definitely a conversation starter and a fun way to surprise your friends. Section 4. Pickle-flavored ice cream. Sweet and sour surprise. This is not your typical dessert, and it's bound to make you do a double take. Now, for something sweet and strange, pickle-flavored ice cream. Imagine the tangy, briny taste of pickles combined with the creamy sweetness of ice cream. It's a flavor adventure you never knew you needed. I love pickles, and I love ice cream. But together? I wasn't so sure. The idea seemed bizarre, almost like a culinary dare. Could these two beloved foods really coexist in harmony? It looked like regular vanilla ice cream, but with little green swirls of pickle juice. The sight alone was intriguing, making me curious and a bit apprehensive. The first lick was a shock to my taste buds. The initial sweetness was quickly followed by a tangy punch, creating a whirlwind of flavors in my mouth. It was the strangest combination of sweet, creamy, and tangy. The textures were just as surprising, with smooth ice cream and occasional crunchy pickle bits. It was like a pickleback shot in ice cream form. If you've ever chased whiskey with pickle juice, you might have an idea of what to expect, but in a much colder, creamier version. Definitely an acquired taste, and not one I think I acquired. While some might find it a delightful surprise, others, like me, might find it a bit too adventurous for their palate. But hey, it's always fun to try something new. Section 5. Gold-dusted fried insects. Bugging out with luxury? Last but not least, we have gold-dusted fried insects. Crickets, to be precise. These aren't your average backyard bugs. These are gourmet, specially prepared for a unique culinary experience. Now, I've eaten my fair share of insects before, but never covered in gold. This is taking entomophagy to a whole new level. They looked surprisingly fancy, like something you'd find in a high-end restaurant. The presentation was impeccable, almost too beautiful to eat. I picked up a cricket, gold dust shimmering under the light, and took a bite. The anticipation was building. Would it taste as good as it looked? The crunch was satisfying, and the flavor? Surprisingly mild. It wasn't overpowering, which made it quite enjoyable. It tasted nutty, a bit like sunflower seeds. The familiar flavor made it less intimidating and more approachable. The gold didn't really add any flavor, but it sure made me feel fancy eating bugs. It was an experience that combined novelty with a touch of luxury, making it memorable. This dish is a testament to how far culinary creativity can go, transforming something ordinary into an extraordinary dining experience. If you're adventurous and looking to try something out of the ordinary, gold-dusted fried insects might just be the perfect dish for you. It's not just about the taste, but the entire experience of trying something so unique and luxurious. Section 6. Would I do it again? So there you have it. A wild ride through the world of weird internet food. Would I recommend these strange eats? Some maybe. Others, not so much. But hey, life is too short to eat boring food, right? Get out there, try something new, and you might just surprise yourself.